Hi everyone, welcome to our week 6 express class. Today I'm going to take you through an acupressure routine for sinus, for headaches, mainly eye strain. And I think it's important that we all know how to do this one because we're on the computer and on our screen so much these days. I thought this would be useful for you to know. All right, so our first action is to come into the breath. So let's sit up nice and tall, feet flat on the ground. Take your shoes off if you can. Feel the ground underneath and close your eyes. Let's take a couple of nice big deep breaths in. Exhale it out. Inhale again. Exhale it out. Let's do one more, and if you feel like you need to let go with a sigh or a yawn or a groan, then do that. Inhale. Wonderful. Let's begin. We're going to start by using our thumbs. We're moving into bladder 2 points there on the inside of our eyebrows, and you're pressing in and up. It's called drilling bamboo. And I thought it was appropriate that I sit here today with the bamboo in the background and as we drill into our head. So I don't want you to press so hard that you're seeing stars. It's really pressing in to feel if there's tension there. If you can't feel anything, then maybe there is no tension, or maybe you need to just kind of feel around and move around just a little bit more and find where your bladder points are. If you rub along the bone, you may feel a slight indentation. That's, you know, you're over the right points. But really anything that hurts or feels tender is usually you're in the right spot. So close your eyes here, drop your shoulders and take a couple of nice big deep breaths in and breathe out. Now these drilling eye points are relieving for red, tired eyes, headaches and foggy vision, and particularly good to practice if you've got hay fever. So a couple of more deep breaths here. And as I mentioned before, you just come to a gentle pressure where you can feel it and use your breath to gently relax through the forehead, back of the neck, the shoulders. Keep checking that you're relaxed. Okay, we're going to take one more breath. And then we'll gently release. We'll move on to stomach points. So there's one, they're in line with your pupils, and on top of the bone, the eye socket, and below the cheekbone. So you can use your index fingers and thumbs if you like. You're pressing in, and again you feel around where it might be a little tender, a little bit sore, and underneath again feel if there's a little indentation in those thumbs underneath the cheekbone. We're in the right spot. They're usually all three: pupil, stomach 2, stomach 3. And we're going to hold and breathe. And these ones, itchy, burning eyes, again, hay fever, it's a good one to practice there. This one in the cheeks is used in cosmetic acupuncture for lifting the face, bringing lots of healthy glow to the skin, and correcting complexion. It's called the facial beauty point. And we're going to hold here and breathe. Close your eyes. Particularly good for clearing head congestion. And relax the shoulders. And every breath you take and gentle pressure into these points, we're bringing blood and chi, enlivening the area, moving away tension by oxygenating the muscles in the face, clearing away stagnation. Let's take one more breath here. And then we can gently release. And you might like to just use your fingertips just for a little massage. Okay, now we're going to move to the back of the head now. you're going to find with your fingers, you're finding those two ropey muscles that go along either side of the spine, and you can feel them. They're the ones that are usually quite tight, and you're going to travel those ropey muscles up into the base of the skull and maybe just inward a little bit. If you move your head around, you may feel two little holes or two little indentations, and they're pretty close. I mean, they're along that ropey muscle. Look, feel around wherever you feel that there's a bit of tightness in that area. Leave your fingers there, close your eyes and breathe. And I press in and slightly upward. And you're just going to close your eyes and feel the tension draining, or maybe it's making your head hurt a little bit more. If that is, back off a little bit. These are the heavenly pillar points, and you can curve your fingers around those ropey muscles and really press in. Again, this one relieves heaviness in the head, the eye strain, the swollen eyes. This also relieves stress and burnout and exhaustion. Deep breaths. And if you feel like you need to move your fingers laterally outward along the occipital bone, that's fine. You can do that as well as we move into more gallbladder points, but that's okay. And if the whole area is sore, feel free just to gently run your fingers across that area, putting some gentle pressure as you breathe. And then we'll move one hand right into the base of the skull, so right in the center, and the other fingers across your third eye point. And we're pressing both in towards one another, so our fingers may want to meet in the skull. And we're holding this one. So the back one is called the wind mansion, and the front one is called the third eye point. Just touch them lightly. You don't have to press too hard, but just imagine that both fingers, left and right hands, are moving toward one another through the head. And again, close your eyes, deep breaths. And this is a really powerful combination. It aids the ears, the eyes, the nose and throat. It supports any mental or emotional unrest that you may be having. Keep breathing, keep dropping the shoulders. Particularly useful for relieving eye strain and headaches. Keep relaxing. Breathe into the pressure that you're placing on your points. And you can feel free to hold this a little bit longer if you want to. Otherwise, we're just going to bring our arms down, hands turned up in the lap for a moment. I like to bring the hands around the neck, especially if you're a bit tight in the neck. If you're not, it's okay. You can leave your hands down. Circling your head. Imagine you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. Change direction. And breathe out, chin into the throat. You're going to pick up your foot. If you can't, lift it up like so. Have it on your lap, or you need to reach down, bend over. Any position you get into is great. If you're lifting your foot up, you're going to get a nice stretch through the gallbladder channel. If you're having it resting on your lap, you're gently stretching out the hip. And if you can't do that, you can lean down towards your foot and you're getting a nice stretch in the spine. So either way, you're winning. So it doesn't matter which position you get into. But I'm going to lift my foot for you so you can see what point I'm looking for. It's liver 3, called bigger rushing. It is a point that we use quite a lot to clear liver stagnation or anger, hangovers, and it's also useful for eye strain. So instead of just finding the point, I'm going to get you to use your thumb or your fingers or your knuckle to rub along in between the two bones. So the bones will look like this under the skin, and you're rubbing in between the two bones. So go for it. If it's a bit tender, then you absolutely know that you've got some liver qi stagnation. And it could be making you a little bit cranky, a little bit frustrated, or a little bit sad and depressed. So either way, you're going to rub it and encourage qi flow through the liver. Take one more breath, get right in there. And then we're going to swap sides. So we're finding that point, going to rub, deep breaths. Keep relaxing your shoulders, we don't need them. Good remembering. Lovely. And one more breath. And then let's relax both feet to the floor. Okay, arms down, shimmy your shoulders, take a big inhale. Press the palms together, come into the heart, bow the head. Take one more big breath with me. Breathe it out. And continue on with your day. See you soon. Thank you.